Good morning, brothers and sisters. How precious that at this very moment is the day which filled with hope. I have shared we have to shout for joy a few days ago. It is because we have to live out a hopeful life on earth. Do you remember what Paul has said? So now faith, hope and love abide. We shall not neglect hope. We shall live a hopeful life every day. To enjoy hope every day. Brothers and sisters, hope makes our love and faith more meaningful, for we know there is eternal. Therefore, love, faith, and eternal are more valuable. This can motivate us so we are willing to commit everything to the Lord. All our neighbor are not in vain. On the other hand, it can give us strength to be more patient. Only if we trust for sure that the Lord will come again, on that day we will receive His praises and rewards. We can endure the sufferings and persecution. Paul also said, "For this light, momentary affliction is prepared for us an eternal weight of glory beyond all comparison." Therefore, we will still rejoice in our sufferings. It is because we have hope. Besides, hope indicates that we love and trust in God continually. It also gives us motivation. Without motivation, we can't do anything, just like a motor vehicle running out of petrol. Even if we are highly educated or have high ability, but if we lose our motivation or being less enthusiastic, still we cannot do anything. Let us think, if the soldiers fight in a battlefield, if they think they will lose or feel hopeless, how can they win the battle? Brothers and sisters, the devil disturbs us every day. He tries his best to make us lose heart, become more or less enthusiastic, and feel hopeless. Therefore, shouting for joy is very important to us. Shouting for joy is to fight against the work of the devil. When we feel our daily living is the same or rigid, be careful, we may fall into the trap of the devil. Our hope has been shaken, so we have to shout for joy as often as we can, to enjoy more the heart of the Lord towards you. He wants to give you strength at this moment. He wants to be with you. He wants to be in you a spring of water welling up to the eternal life at this very moment. Brothers and sisters, let's shout for joy to enjoy the hope of life on earth. May the Lord bless us. Brothers and sisters, the verses I'd like to share with you is in the Gospel according to Matthew, chapter 6, verse 22 to 23. And it said, "The eye is the lamp of the body. So, if your eye is healthy, your whole body will be full of light. But if your eye is bad, your whole body will be full of darkness. If then the light in you is darkness, how great is the darkness?" It mentioned here the whole body will be full of light. The whole body will be full of darkness. It doesn't mean that our body will shine, but our behavior and our living can shine and are glorious. Therefore, it said the eye is not the eye on our body. It talks about our spiritual eye. In other words, if our spiritual eye is healthy, our life will be full of light. But if our spiritual eye is bad, our behavior and our living will be in the dark, easy to commit sins. In the original scripture, healthy is very meaningful. It has the meaning of pure and steadfast. It seems to tell us that if we are focused on the Lord, to think of Him steadfastly, our mind think of the things in heaven, think of the Lord Himself, our body which talks about our behavior will be full of light. It is talking about our spiritual health. Our behavior will be full of light. It also talks about bad. In the original scripture has the meaning of corruption and wickedness. If you think this way, if the eye is bad, our spiritual eye has turned away from the Lord. It is unhealthy and think of the bad things, attracted or disturbed by other things, so that we cannot see the Lord clearly and give us a blurred vision, which makes us easily indulge in darkness. Someone has asked Helen Keller about her after her speech, what was the worst tragedy that she has encountered? Helen Keller answered, "The only worse than being blind is having sight but not vision." As you all knew, at 19 months old, Helen Keller was suffered from an unknown illness which left her both blind and deaf. But she worked very hard. She has finished her bachelor degree in the university. She has become a famous author who was deaf and blind. She always read the braille print Bible. Many parts of the page has faded out, for her fingers have rubbed off the dots. She has testified for the Bible. She said, "My love towards Bible is different from my love towards other books. To the Bible, I always go for confidence when waves of doubt rush over me, and no voice is near to reassure me. The Bible can inspire me. Things can be seen are for a moment. Things cannot be seen are eternal. I found God and myself because of my disability. I found music and light within me." Brothers and sisters, what you can see from your spiritual eye is very important. Keep your lamp of the body healthy is to focus on the Lord. Then your spiritual eye will be healthy, can satisfy God's heart and walk in His will. Therefore, we are more blessed than many people. I'd like to tell you a story. There was 2 seriously ill patients. They lived in the same ward. One patient needed to sit up for an hour every day, for he needed to clear out the fluids from his lung. His bed was near the window, whereas the other patient's bed was next to him. But he was bed-bound and lay down in bed all day long. They talked with each other all the time. They talked just about everything. When the patient sat up to clear the lung in his chest, he talked to his neighbor, which he could see through the window. He said, "There was a beautiful garden outside. There were duck and swan swimming in the pond. The kids was playing with the boat, and also the young couple walking in the garden hand in hand. Some were sitting on a chair and leaning against each other." He also saw the city from far. He described the scenery in details. The other patients closed his eyes and imagined this beautiful picture. There was a warm afternoon. There was a parade marching by. The patient who was near the window started his broadcast, and the bed-bound patient was listening, but he couldn't hear the music from the band. But he was imagining in his heart, seems he can hear the music on live. As days goes by, the nurse from the morning shift came to help them out for showers, but she noticed that the patient near the window has passed away. He was rest in peace in his sleep. The nurse was so sad, and the staff has taken the body away. Everything was back to normal. The bed-bound patient asked the nurse, "Can I move near to the window?" The nurse agreed and moved him near to the window. The other patient sat up with pain and looked out to the window to see if the reality of the outside world was according to what the patients had described. "Oh, how come there is only a large white wall?" He then asked the nurse. He said his former neighbor told him there was a beautiful garden outside. Then the nurse answered, "No, there was none. He just wanted to cheer you up so you can get well soon." And the nurse continued, "The patient who was next to you was blind. He couldn't see the wall outside." The patient now understood the one who was next to him and encouraged him all along, so that he has the bravery and hope to see the window outside. This blind patient has shared to him many proactive and positive words in order to give him hope to the world, to strengthen his will to live. Brothers and sisters, to light up the lamp in your heart, let God shine on you, not only to see the hope ahead, but to realize God is holding all the authority. He is full of hope, and He is holding all the authority for the church. The Lord will surely give us the best. Brothers and sisters, light up your lamp in your heart.